Hey folks, Jay here. Welcome back to the channel. Today, finally, we are going to put up our deer fence. This is from a company called Critter Fence. This isn't sponsored. I didn't get this for free. I bought this with my own money. This is a Critter Fence, the 700 series, 7.5 foot by 100 foot deer fence. You know, guaranteed to keep deer out, obviously installed properly. Those of you who may be just joining us here, we have our 22 by 12 corn patch here. Dad and I sunk 8 posts with a door here, so we're gonna go ahead and wrap this today in our deer fence. What we're gonna do is we have probably about, how many, probably 8 feet of posts maybe sticking out. We have more than 7.5 foot of posts sticking out, which is okay, that's not a problem. We're gonna bring the fence down probably to about 7 feet from where we're standing and flare out the bottom, give or take foot, to help prevent little critters from getting in. This is a poly, like a plastic fence, guaranteed not to break, supposedly, in the UV. So we don't have to worry about rot. It's guaranteed for 15 years. So we're gonna set it up, flare it out, wrap it around, and cut some pieces out for the door, and we should have some fun with it. So what do you think, Dad? That looks pretty good. This looks like the orange stuff you'd see at like a job site. Yeah. This is rated, I think, for like 600 pounds of impact force. So what Dad and I suggested is we're probably going to staple it for now, and then we could put a few fender washers in each post depending. I don't really foresee a deer trying to ram into this thing. I really don't foresee it happening, but obviously we want to do what they recommend. So they recommend staples and or screws and fender washers. So we'll go ahead and set you guys up and we'll get started. Spread them out. All right, folks, let's have a look. So we were about 7 feet up. This is about 7 feet up to the top. We have about a good 8-9 inches of flare on the bottom. What Dad and I did was we did fender washers, just fender washers. Obviously we have a few staples, but we did fender washers on that first post because if I want to dump some manure in there, I can roll back this one section and dump, you know, in the beginning of the season or what have you. We're obviously going to dress up the footings with some dirt. We'll cut it and we'll flare it out. But for now, for the most part, it's all tight. We still have a couple more fender washers to put on each one. We could always do staples again as well to help. Same thing, we'll cut and flare out that post, put a little bit of dirt or something here just to keep the flare down, to hopefully keep the pests out. But like I said, we have enough room to get the wheelbarrow in there, so if we need to backfill with dirt and whatnot and dress it up, we can. Same thing here, obviously we'll cut and we'll flare and we'll show you, but just wanted to give you the progress. The deer netting is looking fantastic. Look at that corn growing too. All right, I'm just gonna go right over.
Yeah. That should be the middle of that 2x and the middle of the one going across. Yeah. I can't see the one. Does it look pretty straight?
That looks pretty straight, yeah.
So do that one. Now do the bottom.
Yeah.
Is that okay? Not a not a heavy stretch, but in the middle.
Right about.
No, the
oh,
middle,
yeah, yeah.
the middle of that one. Okay, yeah, it's right there. Okay, so it looks like it's about okay. Ooh.
Yeah, easy killer. Colton did the same thing.
So it should, it should self.
Yeah, it'll
itself.
re-flare when it shuts. Oh, that looks good. It's the only issue I got the camera on. The only issue we ran into, obviously a little bit of a height discrepancy there. Don't really care. More concerned about the flare at the bottom. This again is about 7 and change, so the height is good. We just wanted to have good flare. Like Dad just demonstrated, the door is nice and square. We got it all fender washered. Nice flare. When you shut it, it'll technically re-flare itself, which is good. So yeah, that's not bad. It's not bad at all. So Dad and I are just gonna put the finishing touches on it. Then we'll show you the final product. Alright folks, well here you have it, 22 by 12 corn patch. Like I said, we planted 25, 50, 75, 100, 125 stalks in here. What Dad and I decided to finally do is we had some extra mulch from the job they did next door, so we spread it all the way around 360 on the outside just to help with dust, weeds, whatever have you. We cleaned up our footings, dressed our footings, we tamped it all down. As you can see on the outside, it looks absolutely great. I doubt anything will get under that. I highly doubt it. But yeah, it's nice and packed down. Fence looks pretty good and straight. The grade isn't perfect here, so there's a couple sags and whatnot, but the deer fence, I'm absolutely happy with the product. It was very easy to install. It looks good. It was easy to work with. That whole roll only weighed like 40 pounds, so it's not like you're lugging chain link fence. You need some type of machine. This is doable with 2 people. So I think that's a wrap. Again, I'd like to thank Pops for coming up helping. Always a big help for sure. He kind of took the reins on this project here. But what do you think, Dad? That looks pretty good.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it looks great. So again, when you shut our big door here, we have full, I'm not going to latch it because I'm holding the camera, but we have full coverage here. This door obviously re-flares out when we shut it. Yeah, I'm absolutely happy with that. I don't think anything's getting in. The only thing getting in would be over the top, which I don't know what the hell could do that. So anyways, appreciate you guys watching. Thanks Dad for coming down and helping. Really do appreciate it. Let me know what you guys think. Again, this was a Critter Fence 700 series, 7.5 foot roll by 100 foot. We flared it out about 8-9 inches probably on the bottom, give or take. Then we tamped it down as you saw. So you can't even tell that we tamped that down. So it looks pretty good. So thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you think. And like I always say, we will see you guys out in the woods.